Mimosas with Michael. Mimosas with Michael. Mimosas with Michael. Yay!
Hey everybody, it's Michael Coulombe with Mimosas with Michael, and this week I have an exciting guest. She is known as the Gamer on Fox's new show, I Can See Your Voice, but to me you are Candice Callins. But from this point forward, you're going to be the Gamer.
Yes.
How are
Hi,
you?
everyone. Thank you so much, Michael, for having me on your show.
Candice, it's my pleasure. I want to first start out. Okay, first of all, we're gonna make a toast.
Yes.
So let's get our glasses ready.
All right. Let's do Mimosas with Michael.
Starring the
Ready?
Gamer. Yep.
Woo!
Best sound.
And then let me pour you.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. I'm ready.
Me.
Oh my God.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
And clink. So I do want to say this. I am so unbelievably proud of you. And I know I said it to you on the day, but I'm just so proud of you. Like, I'm a huge fan of The Masked Singer. And then with Ken taking over this show, I was really excited about watching it. And I was even more excited that you were on it. And then I watched your episode, which there might be a couple of spoilers. So if you haven't seen the show, stop this podcast right now. Go watch Candice on this episode and then come back and finish this episode, our podcast. Because, you know, from this point forward, we're going to talk about all the awesomeness that was on the show.
Yes.
Okay. What was it like being on the show?
It was surreal. This was a moment I've been waiting for my whole life. Obviously, I can't sing, and I'm an actress. And as an actress, I just love all aspects of performing. So I've always wanted to sing and perform on stage, and I just never had that opportunity since I am a bad singer.
Yeah.
So once I got this opportunity, I said yes to it immediately. It was amazing. Up there performing, doing the promos, and being on set with Ken Jeong. And I've been such a huge fan of Adrienne Houghton since Cheetah Girls and That's So Raven. So that was amazing to be there on stage near her.
Plus Tate Diggs, who's, you know, is so amazing in himself as a performer. So here's the thing. Let's talk about this. So I know that you're not a singer. So I want to talk about like your idea for like, let me go on the show knowing I can't sing. And then what's it like being on the show knowing you're standing in front of people like, you know, Adrienne Houghton who can sing, Tate Diggs, who's a phenomenal Broadway star and singer, and Rick Springfield. You're like standing there going, I know I can't sing, and I'm in front of these three people that are like, you know, superstars. What is going through your mind?
Honestly, at first, I was a little intimidated, if I'm going to be honest, being next to secret voices that I knew could sing. So we had no idea. All the secret voices were literally secret. We didn't even know who was good or who was bad.
Oh, amongst you guys didn't know amongst each other?
We didn't even know. We weren't even allowed to know each other.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, we only knew each other by our character names. So I knew Camp Counselor. I knew Cruise Ship Singer, but I didn't know who they really were.
Yeah, you knew nothing about them. Okay.
I just went based off of my own personal perception when I would see during the dry run rehearsal if they were good or not. So I'm like, oh, I think he's good. I think she's good. So I was just really intimidated. I'm like, there is some talent on this stage, and I'm a bad singer. I already felt like, okay, I'm losing because there is unbelievable talent on this stage. And then like you said, being in the presence of Adrienne and Tate Diggs, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna see right through me.
But you know what's so interesting is and you never, like, your face the entire time, you were just like, nope, I'm not, like, no emotion. Now somebody who's one of your closest friends knows you're so animated. So like to like your face the entire time didn't move. I mean, and I have to ask you now. People have already seen the show. We know that you made it all the way to the end, and that you got to do it. Which, by the way, I'm utterly jealous that you got to sing a duet with Rick Springfield.
Oh, he's amazing, a legend.
Yeah, because you know because I did a movie with him years ago, and like watching him on set working, and then he would just pick up the guitar and sing, and I was just like in awe of that. But I didn't, and for somebody who can't sing, I didn't get to sing with him, and I'm watching you on stage, and I'm like, I mean, I'm proud of her, but I want to do that. But
Honestly, an opportunity of a lifetime.
yeah, without a doubt.
That singer gets to sing with the legend, you know?
But that's what's so fun about the show is because you never know,
Right.
And I have to be honest when I tell you I love the show, but it is so nerve wracking. Because I always think I know. I'm like, they're definitely. Then you watch it and you're like, oh man, I was wrong. And it's always surprising, like, and the singers they picked, like, they're so good. Like, some of them I would definitely buy their album. I would definitely like follow their career. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if the show launched some good careers.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
so that's what's so cool about the show is it's helping not just the contestants, but it's also helping people like you who's trying to be an actress, or people like the camp counselor, you know,
Right.
who's a phenomenal singer. And I love that. And there's been some people like, I think there's another episode, I think it was the goth chick. And she was like, she rocked it. She was so good. You know, so it's like you see people like that and you're like, I want to follow them on Instagram. I want to know more about them. And I love that the show offers that across the board for people, you know?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So that's so cool. So you are a gamer. I do know that. I do know the answer, but yes, you are a gamer.
A lot of people who watched the episode, they thought I was lying about the gaming aspect.
Oh,
They
really?
did not believe I had 26,000+ followers. Now I'm up to almost 31,000 followers.
What?
I really am a gamer, but I'm an iPhone gamer. So I play
Gamer's a gamer.
iPhone games every week. I post my raw, in-the-moment commentary of me fearlessly failing. And the reason I do that is because I am not the best gamer, just like I am not a singer. So I decided my angle was going to be showing that it is okay to fail. Just have fun and then keep going. Be your authentic self. And that is one of the main reasons why I Can See Your Voice as well. Because I wanted to show people, express yourself. So what, you're a bad singer. Go out there and have fun. Just live your life and live it to the fullest.
And you know, we do that. You and I always live our I don't know if most people know, but Candice and I always live our best life because we're red carpet dates. So we go to a lot of events and we always just like, we won't know anybody. We're just like who we are, but we always just go have fun because we know it's like we're in that moment. And I think people are always drawn to us because they're like, you two are having fun. And we're like, yeah, man, all we want is like, we love meeting people. We're just in hanging out.
Right. Exactly.
And I think that message is more important now than ever, just because we're going through a global pandemic. You know, people are scared. They don't know what the future holds right now, you know. And I love that, like, that you're on TikTok, and I know that you have a younger audience, and I love that, like, your whole thing is like, no, just own who you are, embrace it, and move forward, and don't let that hold you down.
Right, exactly.
That's awesome.
I love my young girl fan base. You guys are awesome. Keep going out there and just showing the world what you have, and who cares what people think? People are always going to have something to say, but just be your authentic best self. Because
it's not worth it. Look, people are going to always say stuff. They're going to always say stuff. Right? But that's their insecurities talking. Don't let their insecurities be your insecurities. You got to embrace who you are. And that's what I love about the show. It's like all of the singers, the secret singers, you're all just on this platform, so you're all even, right? Yeah. And it's like we take all these preconceived notions. Oh yeah, he can sing, she can't sing, whatever. You're like, whatever. And then it's like you're always surprised. You just never, and then you never know who they are or where they are in their life. So it's interesting.
Let me ask you something, Michael. I know you know me, so you know I was a bad singer. But how did you think about my lip sync performance? Was it believable?
You know what? I'm going to tell you. If I didn't know you, I would have been like, I was on board with everybody's guesses. I really thought you could sing. Now I know you could.
The hardest challenge of my life in rehearsals. I was like, there is no way I'm going to match with my singer, because she did a lot of runs and riffs.
She brought her game on.
Oh no! And her voice was a little. I didn't feel like it exactly matched my look. Everyone thought so, but for me personally, because I know myself, my voice is a little high pitched. I'm like, okay, I really got to sell this. I have to be believable. So I spent hours in the mirror just trying to form my mouth to every single word, and I wouldn't move on until I matched that word.
But you know what's interesting is because somebody who grew up as a singer is like, I know a lot of people, like when I was in when I would do a lot of theater and stuff, like sometimes people's speaking voices don't match their, like
Right.
I had a friend who had more of a higher pitched volume voice, but he was like a really low bass when he sang. So like that's what's so interesting about singing is sometimes, you know, like you look at people and like they sing opera and you're like, oh my, I didn't, you look almost like a pop star. So like
Right.
that's what's so great about, I think, art in general is like, you know, people don't always, and that's again about the preconceived notions. So, and I remember you telling me, doesn't your fan base have a name for themselves now, right?
Yes, they're calling themselves the Gamers.
I love
My
that.
little gamer gang, Team Gamer.
Woo, Team Gamer. Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. I really, like, I legit like had a tear in my eye when you were up there performing. I was like, because
Aww.
you're one of my closest and dearest friends, and it's like when when you when I heard about the show and I was checking it out, I was like, this is such an interesting concept, right? Besides the fact that it's nerve wracking,
Right.
because
Me.
yeah,
I was
like
so nervous.
well, when I watch like The Masked Singer, it's like I have fun because the costumes are so great, and I'm always excited to find out who it is. But like in that moment, we're finding out whether or not you're a good singer, and you're just like. So I have a question for you. So you know, you make it all the way to the top, and it comes down to like, you know, you're about to do a performance with Rick Springfield, and you know you're a bad singer, but nobody else knows. And then you have this young gentleman, who he's just won $20,000, and he's deciding whether or not he wants to go forward. And the audience hears a story about how he wants to put it towards his grandchild's college fund, which is of course just this most beautiful moment. What are you feeling when you're like, he could risk it all, and you know you can't sing? Like, what is going through your mind?
Right. That was truly the most heartbreaking moment for me.
I can imagine.
Stood on that stage with my poker face, but inside I was tearing up. I was like, please, just begging, please, like trying to like telepathically tell him, I am bad. Please do not pick me. Because
but your face never showed that. Your face never showed that.
I never wanted to break character.
No,
I wanted to just stay this fierce gamer. But on the inside, I was just melting. I was begging.
I was too.
Please not pick me.
Yeah. And I think he was smart. He took the money. He's like, this is enough money by the time. And just like the sigh of relief on everybody's face when he didn't do it, and then you sang it was.
So then I was able to just own that stage and just have the time of my life. But if he did choose me, my performance was going to be totally different. It was going to be me crying.
I think of all the episodes, I mean, they were all so good, but I think for some reason, somehow, like just it being on Thanksgiving and everybody's like going through some stuff, and I think it was just one of those episodes where you're just like, it was just like warms your heart, you know, you're just like, you feel for him. Yeah, no, it was a moving episode.
Yeah, it really was. The experience as a whole was it was exciting and fun, nerve-wracking and scary, and then tear-breaking at the same time.
Like I said, I'm so proud of you, and I just want to give a big shout out to the Fox producers, because I was so excited when they did the Unlock My Life video, and I was watching it and like, because you know, you're the first model I've ever used when I was a photographer, and one of our pictures popped up, and I was like, oh, what? I was so excited. I got a little verklempt. It was like a moving episode. I was like, that's our TikTok photo. I love it.
Your picture of me holding my TikTok sweatshirt that says creator on the sleeve made it on there. And it was on there for a while.
That's right. Oh, it was on mine for a long time because I just freeze framed it. I was like, we're just going to sit on this moment for a moment.
Right.
So I do want to talk about what it was like, because I know that the show was done during COVID. So what was it like? Because normally the show, like something like The Masked Singer and stuff, is always filmed in front of a live audience. So what was it like doing the show without an audience?
Right. So that's something that I wanted to clarify too. You do see an audience in the show, but they were not actually there. That was edited in.
Oh, nice.
We did not film in front of a live studio audience.
Okay.
We also took all the safety precautions. Fox made sure that we were socially distant, that we were wearing our masks literally until they played our music. And that's when we took them off.
Nice.
We also constantly got COVID tested. They made sure that there were safety officials on set. Fox made sure that our safety was #1 priority.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah. That's actually smart. And it's not just the singers. It was the contestant. It was this everything, right? The
Right.
judges. Good.
And unfortunately, because we did film during COVID, I did not get my picture with Adrian Houghton.
Oh,
Because we needed to, even on stage performing with Rick Springfield, you can see that we have some distance in between us. As
no,
well
I think that's smart.
yeah.
And I think that people generally overall understand that. They're like, it's great that we have entertainment, but it's also great that you guys are being safe. So, we definitely appreciate that.
It's better to be safe than sorry. And I really do appreciate Fox for making sure that our safety was number one and making us feel comfortable to be on set.
Well, thank you, Fox. I appreciate it. And then did you ever get that? Because I did a movie earlier this year with Ken Jeong, and I think he's like truly one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Right. And then I actually saw him again a couple weeks later when I actually went to a taping of The Masked Singer.
Oh.
And so like I thought it was so fascinating, like the way that, like the show. So like I would love in the future when things are much safer, I'd love to go to a taping of this show. I think it'd be so much fun.
Yes.
But if it's like if it's that,
we'll be in the audience together.
oh, I'd love to sit with the gamer and be like, oh yeah, she was on a previous show, no big deal. But I'd love to see how, because if it's nerve-wracking I can only imagine how nerve-wracking it is in person. I would just be like biting my nails, and I don't have nails. So,
right.
Yeah.
It is very nerve-wracking. It's crazy because being on stage, me being a bad singer, I already know, oh my gosh, I'm bad. And then as you can hear, the panelist, celebrity detectives and Rick Springfield, they were going back and forth. Every round, they were saying, eliminate the gamer. I think gamer's the bad one. And then Cheryl Hines would come in and say, no, I like the gamer. That's my girl. And then say, no, eliminate gamer. So my heart was racing because before Tillman, the contestant, locks in the answer, they played the heartbeat. They played the heartbeat sound. And that was literally my heartbeat. Like, I am going home. I am going home. And then when I would make it to the next round, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. But I still try to keep my poker face.
It's so interesting to think like on how many levels of like he's it's nervous for him, nervous for the judges, nervous, for you. What a fun show.
Right. So much fun.
Yeah. Well, and so what made you so you just were like, I just want to own this and do it? Like, it's such an interesting idea, like not being a singer, but like auditioning for a show like this.
Yeah, because there's no other opportunity I could think of where I could actually perform on stage unless I booked a role in a movie that required a bad singer.
Yeah, right.
I waited for this opportunity because believe it or not, I've always wanted to perform on stage. Yeah. I've always wished I could have concerts and tours, but unfortunately, I'm just not musically gifted.
I know, but then your first time you're on the stage with like Rick Springfield, it's like, what?
Right. When I found out that he was the music superstar for my episode and I received the lyrics for Jesse's Girl, I had no emotion. I'm like, wow, if I win, this is going to be the most iconic experience of my life.
And then you're also doing it in front of somebody like Adrian Houghton, you really like, and Tay Diggs. Like, what? Whoa.
That moment, let me tell you, was the best moment where I just stood there while Rick did the first half of the song. Yeah. I stood there and I could see out the corner of my eye the whole panelists like freaking out, like, please be bad, because they wanted Tillman to have made the best decision.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, if I ended up being good, he lost out on $100,000. So they were just praying like, please be bad. And I'm just like bursting. Like, I cannot wait to prove, yes, I am bad.
You're like, yes, you made the right decision. You know what?
As soon as it was time, I just owned it.
Yeah, you were like, I'm not gonna be bad. I'm gonna be like extra bad.
Extra bad.
I love it. I'm wondering when you're up there and it's after you, because the part of the show is you do the lip syncing, right? So after the lip sync, and then they have to talk about like it's so funny that some of the comments they make were like, you just keep a straight face the entire time, and they're talking about how good or bad you are. Like, that must be so interesting to be like, you can't break character at all at any time. You can't give anything away because you're supposed to be this character. Right. How hard was that?
Oh, so hard. Listening to them go back and forth, like, eliminate gamer. And then Rick Springfield actually said that I was over enunciating. And that,
I do remember that.
Yeah, and he thought that I was doing that to throw him off. So he asked me, he said, are you? And then Tay Diggs said, are you gamer? And they waited for me to answer. They
You're
waited
like, I can't.
for me to break character. I'm like, I'm not breaking character. Oh,
Right.
no. I'm going to make you believe I'm good.
Good. Yeah. No, I believed it. Although, I mean, heck, you went all the way to the top. So everybody believed it. You had everybody fooled.
Right.
Look at that. Miss Actress Extraordinaire.
Yes.
By the way, I love this color on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a great color.
Thank you.
So what's next for you? Anything exciting?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So what's going on?
I started rehearsals yesterday for a new film that I'm doing, and also a feature film that you and I are both in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Next year in 2021, called The Central Authority.
I act sometimes, but I'm not the actress. I wouldn't be able to pull off. I can sing, and I probably couldn't even pull that off. So you did a lot better than I would have ever done. Again, I'm proud of you. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it was so interesting, and like just with the little earphones on, and I'm just like looking at you, and I was like, oh my God, that's Candice.
It's funny because so while we traveled throughout the studio, we had a PA that would put headphones on us and play music.
Oh, okay.
That way we wouldn't know what was going on. Literally, us being secret voices, we were secrets to our own selves. So
Wow, that's
we couldn't hear dialogue that was going throughout the sound stages in the studio. So they would play our music. I was always asking, can you play my lip sync song? Can you play my elimination song and Rick Springfield song so that I can just keep hearing it? When they would take that off, they would put my purple kitten headphones on.
Oh, your prop one's on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they replaced it with that.
Wow.
And I'm like, all right, it's showtime. As soon as those come on, I just felt it.
That's wow. And then you have the lights and cameras on you, and it's like,
I know, it was so surreal. It was like, wow, I'm literally on the biggest stage, which actually is the Dancing with the Stars stage.
you know, so funny. I went to a taping of Dancing with the Stars once. I took my mom because she was a huge fan of the show. That's a big stage.
Yeah, it's
How
huge.
fun. Good for you. Oh my God. I'm so proud. And I love that Ken has his new show. Like I said, Ken's one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him. And I'm proud of you. Man, you rocked it. Like no one was, you just like up there just doing your thing. You're like, I'm gonna own it.
Yeah.
I'm really so proud of it. I'm happy for it. And I love that everybody was so nice and they had such a good experience. And I cannot wait for season 2.
Oh, me too.
Season 3.
I'm such a fan of the show. I was a fan even
Yeah.
before my episode. Me and my mom, we watch it every Wednesday night.
Aww.
And it's so much fun. It's so much fun to play. We're always like, he's good, she's bad.
Yeah,
and then
right?
you see who wins at the end between me and my mom. So it's such a fun game to play. So everybody, make sure you tune in every Wednesdays, 9 p.m. after The Masked Singer to watch I Can See Your Voice.
I do see this being like The Masked Singer, where it's like it's going to be on there's no way it's not going to be on for multiple seasons.
Right.
It's just too much fun, and it creates such opportunities for people, and I really think people like that.
Right, exactly.
So, well, I can't wait to do more with you in the future. We're gonna have a lot of stuff, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for allowing me to photograph you. I think we take such great photos, and just to let the audience know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but you're the reason why I'm a photographer, because I just wanted to take photos because I was traveling so much for work, and you're like, no, you're gonna take my photos and we're gonna have a good time. I was like, no, I don't know if I ever told you this. I was terrified our first day because I never wanted to be a photographer. I just wanted to take photos. And
amazing. And just to see you grow as a photographer, I'm proud of you, honestly.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, it's the older I get, the more I realize that like there's always the generation behind you that looks up to you for guidance. And it's like interesting how, to me, I'm just trying to live my life and create great art between my filmmaking, my writing, and my photography. And I never stopped to realize that there are people that are paying attention that go, I want to be where you are.
Right.
Which is funny because I'm always trying to look up somebody else being like, I want to be where they are and I want to keep growing.
Right.
So it's always interesting how like each generation sort of like influences and pushes and helps create. So I love that, you have your audience through TikTok and social media, that it's like, wow, she can do it. And like you had an opportunity to do something because you don't sing that you probably wouldn't have ever had an opportunity to do.
Exactly.
And like, look what it did for you already. Like I'm jealous. I would love, who wouldn't want to sing with Rick Springfield?
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Like who would, and you like, that's mind blown. And when I saw that, I was so proud of you. So I'm proud of you. And all the other contestants that are on the show, and I wish them all the best of luck. and we want Fox, the show, to do well. Ken, I think it's great. So
Yes.
where can people find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Candice Callins,
Perfect.
Twitter at Candice Callins, Facebook Candice Callins, and TikTok at Candice867.
Oh, 867. Okay. And then the show I can see your voice, but I can see your voice Fox, right? I think is what they're
See Your Voice Fox.
See Your Voice Fox, yeah.
Without the I can, yeah.
Yeah, so See Your Voice Fox, check them out. If you haven't checked out the show, please check out the entire show. There's 8 episodes right now, and they're fun show. Very exciting. See if you can guess if people can sing or not. We know you can't sing, but they need to watch out. And everything's amazing. So thank you so much for being a part of the show. You can check out Mimosas with Michael on the podcast is available on iHeartRadio, Spotify. We're all going to be on YouTube, Instagram TV. I mean, it's everywhere. Lofty Craft Radio. So Candice Callins, the gamer, thank you so much for being a part of the show. And really, truly, I wish you and the show the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Everyone have a great day. And thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye. Thank you.